pitch. Outside low, and we're underway. Here's late there, strike one.
One ball, one strike.
And a swing and a miss there.
One ball, two strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. And here it comes. Ripped on a line to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And time now for the Marlins lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Tim Anderson.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
That's just a nasty pitch right there. I'm not surprised at all that he got the strikeout looking. At the plate, looks like it's a fastball off the corner the entire way until just that very last second when that cutting action takes over and brings it back to clip the outside corner. You just got to tip your cap sometimes, but overall, that's just a nasty pitch.
And that one cutting but missing down low. That just missed. He walked him on 4 pitches.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Brent Rooker, the next up for the Marlins. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the finale of this 4-game set. And that one is inside ball 1. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. 1 left for Miami. So now Trey Turner at the plate. Here comes a pitch. To third. Birdie fires over to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Needless to say, this is an aggressive lineup. They've drawn fewer walks than any other team in the league.
I didn't walk very much, but I'll tell you what, it drives me a little crazy to see it. I mean, we're in this modern era of baseball, and we know how important walks are. You get runners on base, they end up leading the runs. But this whole lineup just seems to be made up of players who come to the dish, they don't have a plan, they come unglued right away. You've got to make that pitcher work a little bit more. It's not like you're going to get a steady diet of meatballs all game long.
Fantastic might be the way to describe it. And now here is Harper. Swing and a miss. Slider right there. Man at first, 1 away. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield.
And this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. 1 runs in, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, odds are very much in your favor as a hitter.
2 on, 1 out. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Fly ball down the line. Garcia on the move towards the line. Tracks it down for the out. And there's 2 away. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. 4 for 13 in the series entering this one. Ball 1, no strikes.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's an early new inning getting started. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And the pitch. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Left-hand hitter waits. Good eye in that spot. That one is hammered right field. That's back there. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple. Throws it away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
Just missed. Tying run in scoring position here at the top of the second. Sharp grounder, and that's through for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's 1-1. Runner at first. Christian Bethancourt will hit next. That one lifted to left. Merrifield gets under it. Puts it away for the out. Avisail Garcia up to the plate. Rolled to short. Possible 2-ball. Off balance speed. There's 1. And that's 2. And they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, all even at 1 apiece. It's Major League Baseball. Back here in Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Fouled off to the right. This is mashed way back and gone. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. His 41st home run of the season, and they jump out front. It's 2-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. A hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that, and right there he made him pay.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay throw, but he's in there easily.
All over that one right there. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's 3-1.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Turner swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. With Merrifield up to the plate. Out towards right center field. Hooks it away for the out.
The first baseman coming.
Here's Harper now. 1-for-1 with a single so far. That one is absolutely belted. And that should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Flying around third is Turner. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 5-1.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Man at second with 1 away. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. That's hard hit on the line. And there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 6-1.
So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but that's very tough to do when you take.
Edward Cabrera will take over here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intent.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall. The run comes in from second. It's 7-1. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Siggy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't, and this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row, and that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Swings through that one.
0-2 is the count.
Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Smash to the left side. Anderson to first. Schwarber out on the play. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. We head on down to the top. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning. And here's the catcher, Nick Fortes.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And there's one down.
The third baseman, number 5. John.
Back to the top of the lineup.
Birdie.
Now here is John Birdie. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's a little bit low. The Phils up big in this one. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And another ball. And there's ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands.
That's a base hit. Run scores. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Wastes no time there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Rooker, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Late on that fastball.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 strikes.
Got him. That's out number 2.
Well, he throws it with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And it is 2-1.
2-1.
Fastball for a strike. 2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Kicks and deals. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. It's now a 7-2 ball game. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. And first offering is fouled off. Stott in the 8th spot in today's lineup, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat. Johan Rojas, the next to hit. Swings and chases a low one there.
0-1's the count.
1 out, bases empty. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, on to the 4th. And now for the Marlins, Ryan De La Cruz. The pitch. In the air, right field. Castellanos makes the grab, 1 down. Not much question that Citizens Bank Park is a hitter-friendly field. Lots of homers and triples to be had with this outfield design. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Avisail Garcia. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
You know, from an outfielder's perspective, that right center field power alley can be tough to play, but the odd angles in left center field aren't much easier. Definitely an interesting layout.
And that one is lifted in the air. Merrifield makes the grab on the run. Back at Citizens Bank Park, John Chavi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Whit Merrifield. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
0-1.
In the air to left center. Chisholm on the move. Dives, but it's off his glove. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The first baseman, number 3.
Here's Bryce Harper. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
0-1's the count.
Into center. Chisholm settles under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. 1 down. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the 1st. And it's fouled away. Merrifield over at first with 1 away. Right to the backstop. And the runner stays where he is.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes. In there at the knees. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Well, it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. John Birdie getting ready to hit. Wouldn't chase that time. High fly ball down the left field line. That's back there. Caught just shy of the wall.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Kicks and fires. Fastball for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
And he deals. Pitch misses. 2-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. The pitch. Cracks his bat and pops him off. Stop. Grabs it on the run. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They're down 5. It's 7-2. And we're back. Now at the plate, JT Realmuto. The right-hander back to work. Swings and misses. That's strike 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Yonny Chirinos getting ready to go. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the designated hitter, Kyle
Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And he swings over the top there.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
This is Bryson Stott, 1 for 2. Pitch misses there, 1-0. Fouled off left side. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Swung on, belted. Garcia ranging back to the warning track, makes the catch. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're through 5. It's the Phillies 7 and the Marlins 2. Back here in Philadelphia, here's the second baseman, Luis Ariz. First offering and it just misses. Ariz, 26 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. And that's outside. In the air, out towards left center. That gets down for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Now here's the Marlins DH, Brent Rooker. There you see his May and June numbers so far.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
No strike.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Fastball in for a strike. And the count is 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Ranger Suarez.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Arise on second. Rooker on at first with nobody out. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that's the first out. 2 on with 1 out. Brian De La Cruz, the next up for the Marlins. That misses the zone. And it's 1-0. That's down and in.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That's in there. 3-1. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him. 1 out, bases loaded. Christian Bethancourt digs in now. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 run is in. The throw in. It's 7-4.
Hey, they're right back in this thing after adding those 2 runs on the board. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. And a foul ball. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Could be extra bases. Runner from third comes across, and it's now a 2-run game. He's in there. And they trail by 1.
Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
2 outs. Swing and a miss.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit. But when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And a count 1-2. Got him. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. So it's 4 runs. Well, we go bottom 6. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Miami's bullpen with some action. Andrew Nardi, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Shagwa also getting ready. Swings through it for the K. Had him way out front of the slur. So the batting order turns over. And now Trey Turner. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. And 1-2.
1 ball.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings and misses, struck him out. Whit Merrifield stands in for the Phillies. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that extends the inning for Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper to the plate.
The first baseman, number 3, Harper.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And
Purdy fires over to first. And Castellanos is out. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. So they strand a pair. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies 7 and the Marlins 6. Back at Citizens Bank Park, here's Tim Anderson. A wide to kick the pitch. And he takes one right on the black. And that is strike 1. And here's a slow roller. Harper. And he takes it himself for the out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Arise in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
Nope,
just missed. That one catches the zone. Now 2-1. Just missed. Looking to get the tying run on base. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs. Got him swinging. 2 down.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
He caught it behind his back. Over to first. And that's a great play for the out. What a play to end the inning. There's no way he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely right. All he knew was the grounder was somewhere behind him. Just threw his glove out there and it stopped. That was pretty cool.
JT Shagwell comes on now.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Righty to the plate. Right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Real Muto at the plate now as he chases after that one.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
At the belt and fires. I say it went.
0-2.
And the 0-2. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Stepping in the long ball threat, Kyle Schwarber. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
2 out, space is empty. Left-hand batter waits. And down on strikes he goes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Down quickly go the Phillies as they still lead by 1 at 7-6. We go to the 8th, and now the center fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz
little bit low. Late with the swing there.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
De La Cruz swings through it for strike 1. And fouled off. One down, base is empty. Breaking ball inside. And a count 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
In the dirt, but kept close. In there safely. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Inside, just missed.
Would love to see him get the green light, even with the 3-0 count right here. Let's see if he can create some magic.
And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Colby Allard.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Garcia stands in now, looks at that one inside. On the outside corner, and a count 1-1.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know.
Turner, off balance speed, there's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Ball 1 there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And a swing and a miss. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of it.
Back here, Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the 8th, and digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And the pitch. Outside. Ball 1. And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
So up next, Johan Rojas. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-1.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. In position. Corrals it. 2 down. Trey Turner now. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Left field. De La Cruz makes the play, and that is the third out of the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, all set to start the ninth in this one. And here is John Birdie up the middle, and it's through for a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
No, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And a pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. And here it comes. Out to short. Oh, great stop. Throw to first. Low throw, and he can't take it out.
The batter,
Luis Ariz stands in. And a good eye there. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. He's under it. Brings it in. Two on, one out. Brent Rooker, the next up for the Marlins. Splits the plate. It's 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
A one-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, but get back on track. His team needs him.
And a 1-0. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. 1 and 2.
1 ball,
the Marlins
2 strikes.
down to their final strike. Sends it to center, and this should be it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series.
Well, it looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity, but it was really good.